Gina Mizell here with Letourneau. We are at Stanford Stadium where on Saturday afternoon Oregon State lost to Stanford 38-14 in a game that really was not that close. Oregon State scored a late touchdown to kind of make the score a little bit closer, but Mike Riley was not shy about it. He said just a bad day for Oregon State. Bad on offense, uncharacteristically bad on defense, not great on special teams. What do you make of this entire performance for Oregon State today?
I thought Ryan Murphy put it well when he just said they wanted it more than us. And he repeated that throughout his press conference, and he said flat out that's what it comes down to. And that's what I kind of saw. I saw shades of that Washington game. It wasn't quite as bad as that, but it just seemed like they weren't ready to play today. This isn't the team that we've seen much of the year.
Yeah, I mean, obviously we thought this was going to be a low-scoring, grind it out. We were putting the over-under at 3 total touchdowns earlier in the week. Obviously it didn't turn out that way at all. And I think the most surprising thing is how good Stanford's offense played and how poorly Oregon State's defense played. A lot of missed tackles, bad angles, tons of room for receivers to catch the football. It was more the passing game versus the running game. So, you know, what happened out there mostly for Oregon State's defense?
Well, just on Stanford for a second, David Shaw talked a lot earlier in the week how he wanted to kind of reinvent their offense, use personnel differently, and we saw that a lot. Guys were getting the ball that hadn't gotten the ball much throughout the season. They did a bunch of new types of plays and that kind of thing, and I think it really kind of threw Oregon State off kilter a little bit. And I think part of it honestly might have been that they weren't mentally ready for what the challenges that Stanford presents, because I mean these guys read the papers, they see that this team was struggling mightily offensively entering this game.
Yeah,
so.
I mean, Michael Doctor, Ryan Murphy were the defensive representatives at the post-game press conference. Very somber, very disappointed, very short answers, just what you would expect after a performance like this. But let's touch on the offense again. I mean, we know how much this Oregon State offense has struggled. Sean Mannion doesn't have a lot of weapons around him. He doesn't have a great offensive line, at least when it comes to pass protection. And things, I guess, kind of just went according to plan in that regard. Maybe just as more of a big picture question. We've talked about this a lot, but is there anything from this game that that this team can take away, and what can this offense maybe do moving forward into the last 5 games of the season?
You know, that's a really tough question. Someone asked Murphy, or asked the defensive guys if there's any positives that can be taken away, and they said no. And I think that was a good answer. I think that they need to ruminate on the hurt and just kind of let it fuel them, because if they keep playing like they did today, I don't see them winning another game, much less getting bowl eligible. So they need to figure things out, I think, internally before that translates to the field.
Yeah, obviously Oregon State now has 3 home games in a row the next 3 weeks. Cal, Washington State, Arizona State, 3 teams with really powerful offenses. Not so great on the defensive side of the ball, so we'll see if this offense can kind of right the ship. We'll see if the defense now can right the ship, because obviously today was not a good day for that side of the ball as well. Didn't even talk about special teams really. Allowed a Ty Montgomery punt return early in the second half. Again, just an awful day for the Beavers all around, but we will still be here giving you all the coverage. For Letourneau, I'm Gina Mizell, coming at you from Stanford Stadium. We'll catch you next time.